Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Leaf Bakken, and I'm glad to have the play-by-play action for you tonight in the Region 1 North Dakota girls basketball game. It's the first of the season as the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds have been invited to Northern Cass to the Jaguars' home here in the Den. Also, this place is known as the Palace on the Prairie, as I've driven by a few times, and I'm getting to experience this nice school and what a great place this is, and glad you're along for the ride for some great basketball to kick things off here in Region 1, and again, some girls basketball for the evening. The Jaguars hosting the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood, and we're glad to have this for you on yourliveevent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Want to start things off and, of course, tell everybody to thank everybody that you see in that bottom corner. Those sponsors make this happen, and so thank them for making this possible, and of course you'll see some of their commercials throughout the game as well. Well, we're about to get started here. We've got about 12 minutes, so we're not going to waste any time, and we'll be getting to our Irie Insurance pregame here in just a bit. Irie Insurance with many locations. Get a hold of them, and they'll help you out with lots of your insurance, home, business, in your fields. Their team goes the extra mile to make a personal connection with each client so they can properly advise you on how to protect the most important assets in your life. You can get a hold of them and get your insurance sorted out. Irie Insurance, thanks to them for being our pregame sponsor. And when we come back, we'll be talking with the head coaches of these two teams. We'll start off with D.C. Lucas from Northern Cass Jaguars, and we'll move over to Aaron Bonenstangel here on yourliveevent.com. Glad to have you along for the ride. I'm Leaf Bakken. It's Region 1 North Dakota girls basketball coming your way.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Region 1 North Dakota girls basketball coming your way in just a bit. I'm Leaf Bakken. Glad to have you along on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass Jaguars hosting the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood here in this region. And once again, our pregame brought to you by Irie Insurance. Give them a call at 701-945-2723, and they'll help you out. Their team deals in home, business, in the field. They go the extra mile, make a personal connection with each client, and properly advise you on how to protect the most important assets in your life. Well, let's get things going here with our pregame coaches' comments as we start off with the head coach of the Jaguars from Northern Cass, D.C. Lucas. On yourliveevent.com, I'm Leaf Bakken, standing here with the head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars, D.C. Lucas, head coach for the girls basketball team. And Coach, well, we're starting a new season, and it's going to look different than the last one because we have a little bit of a different change now. The pandemic still kind of goes, but we're able to play, and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this season. I mean, last season with COVID at its height, we had limited time and we had a lot of restrictions. So now it was kind of nice to have a somewhat of a nice off season, a good summer. With girls volleyball going to state, we had a little bit limited time in practice, but it was about as close to normal as we could possibly get.
Last season you went 15-6, and you've got a slew of girls returning. You've got kind of a mix here of a handful of seniors and some sophomores, and then a little lighter on the juniors and freshmen. So that kind of helps out to kind of have that spread out in age.
Yeah, we have a nice little balance here. We have a good senior class coming back with 4 seniors. This will be a big year for those younger, the sophomores. We have Hayden Crockett as our freshman. You know, Hallie's always led. Hallie Crockett's always led the junior class, but we have a good mixture. This year will be big for that sophomore class to step up. They were brought up as 7th graders, so this will be a big year for them to kind of make sure that they're making their presence known.
You know, you mentioned a few of those players. Hallie Crockett, the junior, leading in points per game last year with 16. Emma Lucas, Alex Slinger doing a good job on the points per game as well as seniors. So I'd say you've got to have some confidence coming into the season right away.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. We have some great leadership. I mean, last year Hallie led us on the offensive side. Emma averaged a double-double. And what people forget about is Alex Slinger went down with an injury that really hurt us. When you lose 9 points, 9 rebounds, and you take that out of the lineup, that's really tough. So having her back will be big. And then, like I mentioned before, I think we're going to see a lot from Hayden Crockett this year. You know, last year being an 8th grader, her coming up now in 9th grade, she's really going to be our floor general this year.
Talk a little bit about the Warbirds and what your thoughts are. Again, first game, so probably not a lot of film other than if you watched something from last year.
Yeah, you know, last year they were tough. I mean, we escaped with the victory last year. They pushed Central Cass in the regional Final Four last year. Erin does a great job. They have a great program. They're always competitive. So I'm expecting them to come out and push us here a little bit. They're always, like I said, a great program. I have a ton of respect for them. So we're just, again, going to try to get our volleyball legs underneath us here and see what we can do.
And I do want to mention that, you know, the poll came out this week for Class B. Looks like Central Cass got a lot of those votes, followed by Kindred. But you guys also got a few votes, so you got to be encouraged by that right away.
Yeah, it's a good start to it. I mean, one of the nice things, obviously, after this week, we play 5 games in 8 days, and I think 4 of those are in the top 10. So we're gonna find out who we are pretty quick here in December, which is great because our region's very, very competitive. So to play a lot of these tough teams is going to be really good for us.
Anything else we need to know, Coach, about your team and what you're expecting as we kick off this season?
You know, like I told the team, I'm really expecting a prove-it mentality. I mean, you know, 4 years ago we were 1-20, and now we're back in the scene, like you said, other receiving votes. We played a lot of good teams the last couple of years, so this is really the year that we need to prove it. We need to compete with these top teams, and we need to really take that big step.
DC Lucas, he's the head coach of the girls basketball team for Northern Cass Jaguars. They're taking on the Warbirds. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bach, and as we talk with the head coach of the girls basketball team from Wyndmere, with the Warbirds, it's Aaron Bonenstengel. And Coach, things are going to look a little different this year. We're still in a pandemic, but boy, we've made our way through it, and we're going to play ball.
We're going to play ball. We're excited to come out tonight. We're excited to be here. We got a young team this year, but the girls that we got want to be on the court. They're fired up. They're ready to go.
That's awesome to hear. And yeah, speaking of the younger team, you know, jumping back a little bit to last year, going 14-7, not too shabby there. And what are you looking forward to as you come off of that season, go through that downtime, and come back in?
We're looking forward to getting back on the court, like I said. And I just want the girls to come out, do their best, have fun. Our biggest keys are going to be we need to take care of the basketball. We can't get beat back on transition, and we got to get a body.
no seniors on the team, a couple of juniors, a handful of sophomores, and a bunch of freshmen. So that means you've got a lot to work with. Lots of people probably get to get some court time.
Yeah, like I said, we're young, but the girls play with a lot of heart, and they're giving me 100% every day at practice. So it's been fun so far.
Your two juniors, Zoe Bonestengel and Gracie Kaczynski, and they're leading the way with points. Gracie Kaczynski last year averaged 9 points per game, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. She is one of the taller players, other than Maria Dirty, who's a freshman, but both sitting at 5'10". What are you looking for from her as a junior? And again, you get another year out of her.
She's going to be our force in the paint. She's a great role player. She's a great leader, and she's our go-to girl right now.
And then Zoe Bonestengel, 8.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, couple steals, 4 assists, 2 blocks per game. Again, she's going to be, it sounds like she's going to be standing in there real tall and good for you.
Yeah, she's going to have to take care of the basketball. She's got big shoes to fill, losing Drew Froelich last year. She's going to have to really step it up, and she's one of our key shooters as well. So those two are going to have to lead the way.
Are there any other of these players that we need to be watching for? Again, a young team, so we get to watch the development and the growth.
Oh, we got a little Froelich girl, and then we got the 2 Johnson girls. Taylor Buckles will come off the bench a little bit, and the freshmen are going to give us some minutes as well.
Again, it's the first game of the season, so probably not a lot of film to watch except for last year. What's your expectation of tonight's game against the Jaguars?
Like I said, we're going to go out, we're going to play hard. Our biggest thing is we got to stop dribble penetration. We got to key in on rebounding, and we can't get beat back on transition.
Coach Erin Bonestengel, she's the head coach of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds and the girls basketball team as they start off the season in Northern Cass. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Both coaches excited to get this season going, and I'm excited to get this season going as well here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bach, and glad to have play-by-play action for you tonight as we continue in our Irie Insurance pregame. Thanks to Irie Insurance of Hope for sponsoring the pregame. And, yeah, you know, talking a little bit about seeing these two teams from what I saw in the JV game, which, by the way, was won by the Jaguars 35-10 over the Warbirds. So that's how that went as we get ready for some varsity action here from the Palace on the Prairie, as I'm told is the nickname. Gonna be interesting. Again, a young team for the Warbirds, and as I watch them shoot around, not too bad. I just saw 3 basketballs go through the strings, so they know how to shoot. I don't think age is going to be their concern or the experience. I think they're gonna do just fine. And Coach D.C. Lucas talked a little bit about his experience for his team, and 4 seniors returning, a handful of juniors, and then some sophomores along with 1 freshman. So good spread there. Looking forward to seeing this team. I'll be doing some more Northern Cass games throughout the season. So looking forward to this one and see how we go along as the rest of the time goes. Again, last season we saw 15-6 for the Jaguars of Northern Cass. We saw 14-7 last year for the Warbirds. And 2 teams here in Region 1. I did get some information from my good friend Chase Miller, who sent out that Class B girls basketball poll. Central Cass leading the way, number 1. They got 8 of the first place votes. Kindred with 7 of those. Then Linden HMB is in the 3rd slot. They didn't get any first place votes, but 112 points total. Then Grafton, followed by Kenmare in the 5 slot. 4 wins Minnewacan at 6, Beulah at 7, Thompson at 8, and a tie for 9th between Langdon, Edmore Munich, and Shiloh Christian. And then there were some other teams also receiving some votes in that poll, including Northern Cass. So he was pretty happy to hear that, and good to see. And you know, we'll have to see how this Region 1 kind of pans out. Quite a few going on there. So we're going to have the Creed from the Athletic Association here in North Dakota. We're going to have our national anthem, so we'll take a break and come right back with basketball action. It's the Jaguars and the Warbirds here on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't go anywhere.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar, and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
We're back and ready to go. Great job by the young lady who did the national anthem tonight. Always appreciate that and appreciate the school still doing that as we get ready to go with our starting lineups here for our 2 teams. Again, the Jaguars hosting the Warbirds from Wyndmere, Lidgerwood here at the Palace on the Prairie near Hunter, North Dakota. Northern Cass. As we cue up our starting lineup, and we'll start off with the Warbirds. Number 4 is Emerson Johnson. She's a freshman guard. She stands at 5'7" for her team. Number 5 is Olivia Froelich. We heard a little bit about her. Coach mentioned her. She's a sophomore guard standing at 5'3". Number 10 is Summer Steinhaus. She's a freshman and a forward standing at 5'6". One of those freshmen, though, starting and getting off the bench for this team. Number 14 is Zoe Bonenstengel. She's a junior and a guard at 5'5". We talked about her leading the way last year. Well, not quite leading the way. She had the most had points, 8.5 points per game and 6.5 rebounds per game. And then number 55 is Gracie Kaczynski. She's a junior and the center standing at 5'10". She had 9 points per game to lead the team to my stats and then 7 rebounds per game. Head coach Aaron Bonenstengel assisted by Cameron Lenzen. Well, let's switch over to DC Lucas's Northern Cass Jaguars. Well, number 25 is Abby Richmond. She's a senior and a guard at 5'5". Coach talked a little bit about her. Hayden Crockett will be stepping out there. She's a freshman guard wearing the number 2 and stands at 5'8". Allie Slinger is wearing the number 21. She's a forward, a senior forward, I should say, standing at 5'7". Number 13 is Hallie Crockett. She's a junior and a guard at 5'9". We talked a little bit about the Crockett's in our pregame when our coach's comments. And then number 22 is Emma Lucas. She's a senior and a forward. She stands at 6 foot. Once again, head coach is DC Lucas for Northern Cass. I'm Leif Bach and glad to have the play-by-play action for you tonight. Looks like we're ready to go. I think I've got everything set up. Get that there. That's set there. The officials down there with the ball. Matthew's on the camera tonight. We're going to have fun tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in to yourliveevent.com as we play basketball. It's girls basketball, Region 1 in North Dakota. We have a shot clock tonight. You'll see that there on our scoreboard. And we are underway. Our first game of the season. This one tipped around by the Warbirds, but ends up in the Jaguars' hands, and we'll head things down. Onto the baseline, up off the glass, and in. No issues right away. Richmond comes up with the points. And the assist will go over to Hayden Crockett. Ball knocked away as the Jaguars want to start things off strong and quick. Warbirds inbound as the Jaguars put on that press. They do get it across half court. The Warbirds do it. It's taken away. There's a steal for Hallie Crockett. She'll drive in, off the glass, and in. No problem. Already off to a 4-0 start. 7:30 to go in the first quarter as the Warbirds finally break that press that was put on at the top of the key and now send it over to the wing. That's Froelich back up to Bonenstengel. Now down and then back out to from Kaczynski out to Bonenstengel. Nice rebound and put back for Steinhaus. That goes over there as we go down 4-2. Dribbling to the top of the key is Richmond. Now in that near side corner, Crockett, she'll bring it out to the wing. Three-pointer on the way, first one of the night. No good, rebound, pushed out of the way. Kaczynski comes down with the defensive rebound. Ball sent over to Froelich, who will be the one to bring it down the floor. Ball worked around to that far side wing. Now we're going to do a skip pass to the near side. Trying to get it inside and stolen away. Great job, good push up, and just a little bit off the glass too hard, but great rebound there for Hayden Crockett. Offensive rebound and the putback. Richmond with the miss. Going to try and trap at the half-court line now with a 6-2 lead. Warbirds get away with the ball. Bonenstengel will be the one with the ball. She'll skip to that far wing. 6-2 with 6:15 to go in the first. Into the lane, drives past. No good there for Steinhaus. They do come up with the offensive rebound. I thought that was defensive, and I glanced down. Good job by Kaczynski. Put it off the glass and in. Down by 2. Trying to drive there is Hallie Crockett. She'll send it to the corner. Just a little bounce off the glass, and that'll be a good three-pointer for Emma Lucas. Put them up by 5. Bonenstengel gets the ball knocked away from her. Now she's trying to get it to half court. There's only one defender down there in favor of the Warbirds, but now everybody gets caught up. Ball almost lost. Drives onto that far side of the lane, and she takes too many steps. Too bad there for Froelich. And it'll be a turnover with 5:31 to play in the first quarter. 9-4 is the score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as Jaguars bring it down. One dribble and pick up there for Crockett. That's Hallie Crockett. Hallie, excuse me. Ball worked around to this near side. Richmond drops it. Now she takes a three-point shot. No good. Rebound falls down, and it will be defensive after a battle for it, and Johnson will come up with that. Here comes Bonenstengel with a long three-pointer. She steps in, and no problem for her. Her first points of the night, and bring it back within 2. Onto the baseline. Here's the jumper, and a nice baseline shot there for Allie Slinger. Her first points of the night as well. Make it 11-7. This one tipped away and stolen. Richmond, nice little bounce pass and up for Hayden Crockett. Crockett puts it in. Richmond with the assist. 13-7 the score. We stop play. Trying to get the ball in here for the Warbirds as we resume play. 4:35 to go in the first. 13-7 with a lead for the Jags. Get across, and nobody's paying attention to that pass, but it is gathered up. That was a substitution by Kara Johnson, the sophomore guard, standing at 5'5". As the ball goes to the base to Kaczynski. Now we're back on top. This is Johnson on the near side. Now we go to the near wing where we find Emerson Johnson. Now a foul going to be put. The first foul of the night. That goes on our other person who stepped on, Maddie Zetzig. She's a senior. She'll get the steal on the inbound pass. She's going to drive, go in, and won't get fouled, but she'll get the points. Nice job there for Zetzig. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Aaron Bonenstengel. We'll take that 30-second timeout as well. It's 15-7 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard with 4:10 to go in the first. Jaguars in the lead.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 15 for the Jaguars, 7 for the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They've come to the Palace on the Prairie to play the first game of the season, Region 1 North Dakota girls basketball. I'm Leif Bakken with the play-by-play action. Kajiski will get the ball as the Warbirds have been trying to deal with this Jaguar press. Nice grab. Ball is loose, continues to be loose, and now a foul will be called. We had one foul kind of before that timeout called on Zetzig, who stepped in. Maddie Zetzig, she's a junior guard at 5'3", stepped onto the floor, and then she got a steal, and she put points on the board as well. That foul also on the Jags and goes against Hayden Crockett, her first of the night. 2 on the Jags. No fouls on the Warbirds as a long three-pointer, or a long two-pointer, I should say, by Steinhaus is missed. Trying to drive in. Ooh, nice move there for the Jags. Great work by Hallie Crockett. I like it. Weaving through traffic. She'll get a steal here as well, trying to send it down under. And Bonenstengel will be the one that gets in the way and causes a foul there. First foul for the Warbirds. (17-7). That's a nice look you'd like to have. This one comes into the wing, just a little short on the three-point shot there for Crockett. Rebound comes down defensively, so the Warbirds bring it down. Bonenstengel stops at the elbow, kicks it to the wing. Three-pointer on the way is good for Emerson Johnson. Great job there. Bonenstengel with the assist. Got a good read on it. 17-10 on the Dakota Heritage Bank. Trying to look for an answer. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound falls down offensively. Hayden Crockett going to try again. This one short once more, and then trying to save it back in. That was a good effort there by Emma Lucas. She tried to tip it back in. Her teammate was standing there, and that was number 12, Josie Jensen, the sophomore, but she was standing on the out-of-bounds line. So turnover for the Jags. Ball has come in to Bonenstengel. Now she's got trapped, and then she gets away from it and got the ball to Froelich. Long two-pointer and offensive rebound. Nice job, but then defensive rebound. Way to get that thrown back before getting the travel. Nice drive on the baseline. That's a nice little hook shot there for Hallie Crockett. She's got 6. I looked away briefly and looked up. Coach Bonenstengel was having a brief word with the official, so I'm not sure if something was said. But the ball is in the hands of the Jaguars. Ball worked down to the base. No good. Rebound will be pulled down, though, by Lucas. That's Ellie Lucas. Now trying to drive in. No shot, the official says, and there's going to be a block called on Zetzig. Zetzig with her second. Team foul 3. Warbirds able to inbound it. Bonenstengel up on top, now to the wing. It's lost, but Kaczynski's able to get it. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound will be offensive. And then foul will be called as officials are going to start tightening things up here. Richmond with her first. Warbirds were trying to get control of the ball, and they've been having some struggles handling the ball. As we see a substitute come back in, it's Slinger who steps back on the floor. Inbound comes to this near side. Now we go to the near side lane. Kaczynski on the turnaround shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Slinger, and she'll just bring the ball down the floor as well. Under 2 minutes to go in the first, 19-10 in favor of the Jags. Gets around, nice job there for Lucas getting her points. That's Ellie Lucas. Ball lost again as Bonenstengel was trying to bring the ball down, but the Jaguars have really been putting this press on. (21-10), 1:34 to play in the first quarter. Warbirds will inbound on their own side, so start that 10-second clock. Ellie Lucas being aggressive, trying to get in there and take it away from Froelich. Little bounce of the hips there between the two players, and ball is lost, last touched by the Jaguars. Coach D.C. Lucas having a word with the official on the other side where you can't see. Trying to just get some clarification, understanding. Trying to pass this ball up ahead. They do, and do so successfully, even though nobody was paying attention. Bonenstengel, top of the key. Now we'll go towards the far wing. Long two-point shot is going to be shallow, and the rebound comes down to Richmond. She's going to try to push this a little bit, and now she'll let up. Now send down. Nice pass underneath and in. Great job there. That was for Kayla Treader, a sophomore and guard, putting that basket in. Gotta love it. 23-10. Ball goes off Jaguars, under a minute to go here in the first. Warbirds slowly bring it up. Finally have a chance to bring it up slowly. Froelich trying to go to the middle where Kaczynski is. Stolen away, and now Richmond got the pass. She's driving, goes up against two. No good. Was a little too hard off the board. Rebound falls defensively. Going to ride that far line. That's Johnson. Emerson, 35 to go. Nice job by Bonenstengel, trying to direct traffic. Rebound was loose and ends up being back to the Warbirds. This one, Emerson Johnson on the shot and maybe knocked away partially. No foul, as it looked like Lucas had her arm around Kaczynski and then gets frustrated as she grabs the ball. They made all those hard efforts and her foot was on the line. Warbirds get it in now, 15. Bonenstengel, three-point shot from the elbow area. Around the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Ellie Lucas. She tries to send it to that far wing. It is taken away. Richmond gets it underneath. Underneath there was Josie Jensen trying to get the ball to go in. She's a tall player out there, the 6'2" sophomore. And the first quarter comes to a close. 23 for the Jaguars, 10 for the Warbirds here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And you're on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bach, and more basketball action from North Dakota on the way.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thanks for tuning in to yourliveevent.com. We've got lots of events going on. Encourage you to check them out as we've got all kinds of basketball everywhere. Hillsboro Central Valley versus Oak Grove. On the North Dakota side, let's see. Is that the only North Dakota one? Oh, no, there's Maple River and Lisbon as well. Davies and Fargo North going after it in boys hockey on the North Dakota side. And Carrington, Fargo, Davies, and Hillsboro Central doing a triangular for wrestling. Check it all out. Don't don't forget to leave this game up, of course. We're having a good time. I'm Leaf Bach, and as the Warbirds will start things off in this second quarter, that's Bonenstengel. Send it to Froelich. Steinhaus back to Froelich. She'll try to drive into the lane. Puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. All three whistles go off. The possession arrow in favor of the Jaguars. Bringing it down quickly. Ball sent over to Zetzig on the near side. Now back to the top of the key where Slinger's at. Far side is Lucas, then stolen away. Bonenstengel bringing it down. She's got some space to work with. Does a little hesitation dribble on that baseline now. Trying to kick it back out, and it was tipped away by Emma Lucas. Once again, Emma Lucas, a 6-foot senior. There's a 6'2 sophomore out there. Her name's Josie Jensen. She is on the bench currently, but we have seen her play as well. Ball kicked into that far side of the lane. Hard shot up. No good. Rebound falls down to the Jags. Bringing it down will be Emma Lucas. Listed as a forward. Nice move there by Crockett. Tries to pass it out. Gets stolen away. And now we'll see Froelich bring the ball down the floor. I look down and look back up as it rolled around. Unfortunate roll there for the Warbirds, 23-10 with 6:45 to play in the first half. This one tipped away by the Warbirds and rolls out of bounds. Good read there by Allie Slinger. Jags looking to inbound it. They will find Zetzig. Now trying to find Slinger in the middle. And she was surrounded, but her opponents weren't paying attention. Then she gets bumped. So we'll go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. That foul will go on Bonenstengel, her second of the night. Team foul 2 as well. As I mentioned, first time to the free throw line for either team. A little bit off the mark there for Slinger. Second shot on the way will rattle home. Give the 1 point more advantage, 24-10. As Froelich gets a little disrupted there at the half-court line by Hayden Crockett, and she double dribbles. Trying to drive in now. That's Crockett. Hallie Crockett. This one knocked away and goes off the Warbirds last. I had all these visions of grandeur that I was going to have this great stat sheet, but it's a lot harder than I remembered to keep all the stats that I was trying to. Here's a good shot from the elbow area. Falls just underneath the bucket, and Warbirds are going to come up with the ball and then get fouled as the Jaguars are being aggressive. Hayden Crockett coming up with her second foul. (24-10) with 6:05 to play in the first half as the Jaguars leave the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Region 1 girls basketball here in North Dakota. Here's a nice baseline shot. Gotta like that shot there. Great job for Emerson Johnson. Sinking that one. Cutting 24-12. Here's a three-point response on that. Going to be missed there by Zetzig. Trying to get the ball back in. Now taken away by Kaczynski, and she falls to the floor. Battle for the ball. Nice steal away by Crockett. She'll give it up to Crockett. No good, and then the offensive rebound turns into points for Hallie Crockett. Ball taken away again. Here's Hallie Crockett. Off the glass, no good. Kaczynski with the defensive rebound. Trying to slow things down. Not her typical space. Here's a three-point shot. No good for Johnson. She's got one of those already. Nice job there. Put up and in for Hayden Crockett. She puts that one in. as the Jaguars have been working hard for Northern Cass, and they lead 28-12 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and more basketball action on the way.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
28 for the Jaguars of Northern Cass, 12 for the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. I'm Leaf Bakken on YourLiveEvent.com. Glad to have basketball rolling for you here. Just feels like 2 weeks ago I was doing volleyball. It's because I was. In the big city of St. Paul. And now we're near Hunter, North Dakota, as this one's taken away by the Jaguars on that far baseline. Nice shot there for Hallie Crockett. 30-12 lead here for the Jaguars. Nice job by Kaczynski trying to find her Warbird partner, who is Steinhaus, and it's broken up by Hayden Crockett, who's been playing hard. She's got a couple fouls, but she's also got 6 points on the board. Substitution comes in. It's Ellie Lucas stepping out there for the Jaguars. Bonenstengel finds Kaczynski out at the free throw line. Now driving the baseline is Emerson Johnson. Kaczynski on the turnaround, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Rebound once again is offensive, goes up, no good. Now the rebound will be defensive, and as I say that, going in, and it will be a jump ball. Kaczynski has been working really hard, Gracie Kaczynski, the 5'10 junior for this Warbird team, and she's just not getting them to fall tonight. Last year, she averaged 9 points a game and 7 rebounds. Warbirds trying to get the ball in. Finds Kaczynski. Ball falls away again, and now a defensive rebound. Emma Lucas drives, stops at the elbow, kicks to the wing. Also, there's Treader. Nice job. Now this shot blocked. Good block there, but a great job by Josie Jensen, who did step in, and she gets her first points of the evening, 32-12 now. As Lucas knocks this one away, and it will stay in favor of the Warbirds right near us. Bonenstengel will take the ball. Try to find that wing over there. Battle for the ball, not controlled by the Jaguars, so the Warbirds come back up with it. I thought we were going to maybe get a jump ball there, and that's going to be a travel for Bonenstengel as she tried to go up, was partially blocked, caught the ball again, lands with it. Unfortunate turn of events there for the Warbirds. .3:45 to play in the first half. 32 for the Jags, 12 for the Warbirds. This one knocked away by Bonenstengel as Crockett was trying to drive back to the top. Little pass back and forth between Johnson and Froelich. Here's a free throw shot and banked in by Kaczynski. Her second basket of the night. 32-14. 3:20 to play. Three-pointer for Treader on the way. No good. Rebound comes to her, and then there's a battle for the ball. No jump ball called. They're going to let them play a little bit here in the second quarter. Here's a lane shot. No good. Rebound falls defensively, as that was Jensen trying to get a shot off. Battle for the ball on that sideline. Bonenstengel takes kind of a handoff there from Froelich. Froelich back on top. Kaczynski at the free throw line, down to the block. This one put up, and no good. That was by Taylor Buckles. She's a guard and a sophomore, standing at 5'5". Jaguars working the ball around. Top of the key, Lucas. Here's a three-point shot from this near side wing by Richmond. No good. Rebound comes down. It was to Kaczynski, but then it falls down into the hands of Crockett. And now this rebound will come to Kaczynski. She'll drive. She's got space to go. Up and off the back of the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up again. No good. Girls on the floor, but no foul called. Rebound pulled down by Ellie Lucas. She'll bring the ball down herself. Going up against the 5'5 Froelich. Here's a three-point shot for Treader. This time she'll hit it. 35-14, 1:55 to play in the second quarter. Bonenstengel taking her time, gets a couple of screens. She uses the one to that far side. Here's a wing shot from that right wing. Rebound comes offensively, and there's going to be points and a foul as Bonenstengel will go to the line. Looks like we'll have what they call in hockey a line shift. Jaguars stepping back out onto the floor. Looks like we might have a new one out there. That is Elise Sand. She's a forward wearing the number 23. Also stepping back out there with the ball is Slinger on this near wing. Now Treader gets it in the corner to Slinger. She almost gets it stolen away. Baseline drive. Sand does a good job there. (37-16). Bonenstengel trying to drive. Zetzig does a nice job defending her. Almost gets trapped on that baseline. Kaczynski on that far wing. Now we go to the top of the key with Kara Johnson. Here's a long three-point shot. It looked like it had the right arc, though, and it misses everything. Ends up in the stage, and we turn around and go the other way for the Jaguars. Zetzig, and then we go to Slinger. Long two-point shot for her, for Allie Slinger. Trying to get that ball down to Kaczynski, and it bounces off of Elise Sand. Ball launched in. Now here's a shot from the key. Nice three-point shot there. Emerson Johnson. She's had a couple of big three-pointers. 39-19, 15 seconds to play in the half. Long three-pointer for Treader, no good. Rebound falls down to the Warbirds. Emerson Johnson bringing it down, tipped away by Treader. 7 seconds left on the clock. Zetzig trying to bring it down with 3. Stops, finds baseline. Here's Sand to finish things off in the second half. Won't get it to fall. And that is how we close out here in quarter number 2. The Jaguars from Northern Cass, 39. 19 for the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood in North Dakota Region 1 basketball. On YourLiveEvent.com here on a Tuesday night, the last day of November 2021. We're almost to December. We're almost to the end of this year. Maybe some of you are thankful for that. More basketball action. We're going to talk a little halftime statistics in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringstead.
And I'm Jacob Kringstead.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pole, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leif Bakken, and thanks for being on YourLiveEvent.com. We're playing a little bingo here at Northern Cass, the Palace on the Prairie, near Hunter, North Dakota. The Jaguars lead the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds 39-19, and I grabbed a few of my stats that I started to take, and I can tell you that statistics. No, how's it go? The percentages. 33% of statistics are made up, but not when you actually have bookkeepers and stuff. So I can tell you that these are mostly right. I can tell you I got all the points right, and I believe I have all the assists correct and the blocks. Otherwise, everything else can be thrown out the door because, like I said earlier, I was thinking, wow, I'm going to cover all this. I'm going to get all these marks down, but one-man show makes that a little bit difficult. Let's talk a little bit here about your halftime statistics. Again, Jaguars leading the Warbirds 39-19 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Hey, sharing our future. It's Dakota Heritage Bank. In that first quarter, we saw the Jaguars really get off to a good start. The Warbirds at the tip, they initially had the ball, but the Jaguars took it away, and they drove in, and they made it happen. It was Hayden Crockett who started things off. Hayden and Hallie Crockett, they are leading the way, doing a good job. Hallie Crockett has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points so far on the evening. We've seen a handful of three-pointers from Treader and Lucas. That's Emma Lucas. And we've seen points kind of spread out all across the board. A great job we've seen by Richmond, who's kind of been in control of the ball for the most part, so she's got a few assists. With 2, according to what I marked down. And again, talk about three-pointers. Emma Lucas sinking one of those, which to me seems a little unorthodox, but I suppose she's a 6-foot forward. So shooting forward, that works out. We also saw Treader come off the bench and shoot a couple of threes. She missed one but made one, and so a good job there for Kayla Treader, the sophomore guard, standing at 5'7". She's also got a regular field goal. We've seen this Jaguar team reach into their bench a little bit here, as they have played 10 players. As we switch over to the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Leading the way in points, it is Johnson. That's Emerson Johnson, the 5'7" freshman. She has got 8 with 2 3-pointers and a regular field goal. We've seen some good looks for Bonenstengel, but she's had some misses from far out. She's got 5 points with a 3-pointer and a regular field goal. Kaczynski has had some good looks as well underneath, and so we'll have to see if things change here after halftime. Just trying to work out the bugs and work out the nerves. That's what it felt like, at least to me, folks, is that we saw some nerves coming from the Warbirds. They're quite young. There's 2 juniors, and then there's 1, 2, 3 sophomores. So that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshmen. So just slowing the game down, the Jaguars are wanting to push them fast, and that's what they've done. They've pushed them fast and hard. They're trying to get them to roll, and it's caught the Warbirds, I think, a little bit on their heels. They're fumbling the ball around. Hasn't been a lot of great ball control, so that's going to be my key, I think, for the Warbirds to really try to get back into this one. Again, trailing by 20. As I just want to also mention a couple assists for this team. Bonenstengel had 1. And then the one thing I do know for sure in that second quarter, we saw Steinhaus with a block. So I did mark that one down. In that first quarter, again, it was 23-10, and here we are at halftime, 39-19. We're glad you're here for this game. First game of the season. Lots of stuff going on for YourLiveEvent.com. Let's take a look at that schedule as well and see what maybe piques your interest. And you can jump back and forth, but I want you to keep this one up because you're going to enjoy watching more Region 1 North Dakota girls basketball. Let's see what else. On the Minnesota side, we have Red Lake Falls versus Mahnomen Waubun tonight. International Falls is taking on Evelyn Gilbert in girls basketball. Let's see. Maple River and Lisbon are playing as well. Pillagers taking on Aitken in girls basketball on the Minnesota side. Back to the North Dakota side where Hillsborough Central Valley is at Oak Grove, Class B. So another good one there. And on the North Dakota side as well, we've got Carrington, Fargo Davies, and Hillsborough Central Valley in a triangular wrestling match. So that's cool. That's exciting. We're getting underway. There was a hockey match going on, but that must have wrapped up. That was in the Fargo metro area. So a little high school hockey as well. I don't know. Winter sports, they're here. They're here to stay. We're getting rolling. You know, they talk about riding a bike and how you can never forget how to ride a bike, right? It's just like falling off a bike. No, it's just like riding a bike. I haven't done basketball in a little while, and it's just like riding a bike, Matthew. Just getting back after it. It's 39-19 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here from Northern Cass, the Palace on the Prairie, as they are hosting the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Want to thank Matthew again for running our camera and doing a great job tonight. We appreciate his help, and we're about to start the third quarter of girls basketball in Region 1 of North Dakota. Basketball, it's back. Matthew, do you enjoy basketball? Do you like the sport of basketball? Awesome. Are you glad it's back? Would you rather it was a different season? Yeah, it has been a long time. And it feels a little more normal now. You know, I said that in my pregame comments with the coaches, is that this year's going to be different than last year. We talk about, we're still in a pandemic, but we've worked past some things. The game is going to be played different. And so here we are. And I feel like we're starting things off strong. That was the horn that says we're done with halftime. So let's get rolling here in the third quarter. The Jaguars will start off with the ball. Ball being brought down by Hayden Crockett. She'll send it over to Hallie Crockett on that far wing. Long two-pointer on the way on the inside of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down defensively to Emerson Johnson. She'll bring the ball down the floor. Bonenstingle on this near side. We'll skip across down to Froelich, trying to find Kaczynski, but it'll be knocked away by Lucas. That's Emma Lucas, who poked that one out of bounds. So we'll go from the baseline now with Bonenstingle. From the A on the Jaguars on the baseline. Nice catch in, and then a pass over. Trying to drive in. Good drive. Kaczynski comes up with the offensive rebound. Now handed off to Steinhaus. Now on this near wing. Great shot there for Froelich. Olivia Froelich, a 5'3" sophomore. Here's a free throw shot. Launched up by Richmond. No good. Rebound down to, that was to Crockett. Now ball worked around. Hayden Crockett at the top of the key. Lucas trying to find Hallie Crockett. And just over the top of her head. Substitute comes in. Schwetzig steps onto the floor for the Jaguars. Bonenstingle trying to drive in. Takes a couple big steps, goes up, no good. Richmond will get the ball from Lucas. Hayden Crockett goes up with it. Hallie Crockett with the rebound, and as she goes up, she'll get fouled. Will take a trip to the free throw line. That foul going on Emerson Jensen. Excuse me, Olivia Froelich. Her first. Team foul 1 in this half. 2 shots on the way for Hallie. First one is missed. (39-21) on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Second one made. It's the first game. You got to get that, dust the cobwebs off. Take that first shot and then sink the next. 40-21, 6:40 to go in the third. Long three-pointer from Bonenstingle. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound falls down to Crockett. That's Hayden Crockett. Now Hallie Crockett on this near side. Long three-pointer shot. No, it's going to be blocked by Bonenstingle. Ball being battled for. Looks like Froelich comes up with it. Now Bonenstingle. It's a one-on-one. She hesitates, dribbles, drives in, and blocked by Lucas. She tries to bounce it off her body, and it's going to be taken away by Schwetzig. There we go. I got it. Here's a wing shot. No good for Crockett. Rebound falls defensively. Warbirds will slow things down as they bring the ball on over. As they try to drive, taken away now by Crockett. Here's a drive in, and the foul as Hayden Crockett was trying to go up. Olivia Froelich going to be tagged with her second. (40-21), 5:48 to go in the third. 2 shots coming up, so we'll take a breather, relax. 8:10 in the evening. I feel like this game's gone fairly quickly. Sinks the first shot. 20-point lead here for the Jaguars. Looking to stretch it to 21. Also good. 42-21 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Jaguars leading the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood in this Region 1 contest. First game of the season. Officials shift around. Bonenstingle on this wing gets kind of captured. Kaczynski going to drive from that free throw line. Not enough oomph. Ball is being battled for. Lands out of bounds. Last off of the Warbirds wearing those black jerseys. So the official says, white ball. As we see Treader step back onto the floor. Lucas inbounds to Hayden Crockett. She'll be in charge of the ball. Schwetzig on this near side. Back to the top with Crockett. That's Hallie Crockett. She'll go to the middle of the lane. Nice little floater. She's leading the team right now in points with 13. That's her 6th field goal of the night. As this one's launched up by Johnson. No good. Rebound falls down to the Jaguars. Crockett will bring it on down. Hayden. Ooh, they're going to call the block there. Girls tripping over everybody. Hayden Crockett was taking that one hard to the basket. Froelich was in the way, and they called the block her third. Froelich's been a little bit aggressive here in the third quarter. That's 3 in the last bit on her. That'll prompt a substitution. That will be Buckles coming on. Nice little move there. Great job for Hallie Crockett. Another substitution. This time it's going to be Sand stepping on for the Jaguars. Elise Sand, 5'9" forward. She's a junior. 46-21 after that little hook shot from Crockett. 4:35 to play. Bonenstengel trying to drive in. Gets it taken away by Crockett. She's got a 2-on-1 situation, and there's Warburg trailing behind. Pass over to Crockett. Crockett to Crockett. It's good. Great job by Hallie Crockett putting the points in. Great assist there by Hayden Crockett. Bonenstengel trying to do that move again. Buckles on the near wing. Kicks it up to Kaczynski. Buckles back to Kaczynski on the baseline. Double team there. Trying to pass it out. Taken away by Hallie Crockett. She's got all the space she wants and puts it in. Hayden Crockett was following up and she hit the floor. But no foul called with 3:50 to go. It's 50-21 in the third quarter. Buckles, no look pass, trying to find Kaczynski. Does so somewhat successfully. Kaczynski will now drive to that baseline. Gets her own rebound off the glass. Kaczynski just can't get it to fall quite right as Schwetzig comes down with the rebound and fights for it. There's a little glaring between the two girls. I don't know if there's a history of any sort of rivalry between these two teams or not. Night number 1 of girls North Dakota basketball, and we're going to get aggressive. 3:35 to play in the third. Richmond stepped back onto the floor. She brought the ball down. This is Schwetzig. Also back on is Lucas. That's Ellie Lucas. Pass from Sand. Now Schwetzig on this near side. Ellie Lucas, turnaround shot in the paint is good. Bringing the ball down. Buckles on the top now. We go to Johnson. That's Kara Johnson wearing the number 3. Here's Buckles with the drive. Goes in off the box of the rim. No good. Kara Johnson will put one up and put the points away. She'll get to shoot one free throw as well. Four fouls on the Warbirds, by the way. 1 on the Jaguars. That's what they are. And that's the third one on Schwetzig. So after the make, the Jaguars trying to work with the ball. This one going on the attempt, I should say. That's Sand, and she'll get fouled. See who they'll put that one on. Looks like Steinhaus, her first. Team foul 5 here in the third quarter. 52-24 lead for the Jaguars over the Warbirds. Sand's first shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Excuse me. 2:40 to play in the third. 52-24 shot on the way, and that makes it 53. A lot of Jaguars shooting 50% from the line tonight, except for Hayden Crockett. She's 100. And remember, 33% of statistics are made up, except for that one. This one knocked away by Treader as Bonenstengel got caught in the corner. And she's going to be deep in the corner here, trying to inbound it, trying to go to the other side of the official, get closer so she had some more room. This one will go to the top of the key where Kaczynski is waiting. She'll find Johnson. And then knocked away by Lucas. See what the Warbirds can do as trying to streak across. And our new player here is Addie Rust, a 5'6" sophomore, playing some tight defense there, forcing Froelich to step out of bounds. Rust brings the ball down. Here's Treader with the ball on the elbow area. She'll drive to the wing. Nice little float shot. Great job for Treader. Her second field goal. Long two-pointer on the way. Rattles home. Nice shot there for Emerson Johnson. A lot of work for a long two-pointer. Here's a response from Treader. That'll fall short, or fall far, I should say, and then falls in the hand of Sand, who puts the ball in and gets fouled, so she'll go try to make the three-point conversion. That foul put on Steinhaus, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Aaron Bonenstengel. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard says 57 for the Jaguars, 26 for the Warbirds, 1:35 to play in the third.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leif Bakken on YourLiveEvent.com as we see this free throw after the timeout taken by the Warbirds, missed by Sand. And the battle for the rebound ends up for the Jaguars as the ball was knocked away. Getting a report of 33-16 for Lisbon over Maple River at halftime. Ball being brought down by the Warbirds. That's Bonenstengel. Down into Steinhaus, and she'll get fouled. Looks like Ellie Lucas will come up with her first. Foul of the evening. Steinhaus taking a trip to the free throw line. Her first. Off the mark, no good. Kara Johnson was the only other one to shoot free throws tonight for the Warbirds so far. She nailed them. This one missed again, and the rebound falls down to the Jaguars. So nice rebounding. Keeping their lead with 1:10 to go, 57-26. This one blocked on that pass. Bonenstengel, lots of space to work with, but you got triple teamed and then wrapped up. No, ball still loose. Excuse me, no travel or anything. On the floor out there is Noelle Erickson, a 5'8" junior, wearing number 34. She was in on that scrum. She's got the ball now off the glass and puts it down. And the bench comes alive. Good job there for Erickson. Bonenstengel, nice little fadeaway shot on the baseline. It's her first points in a while. 25 seconds to go. Shot clock disappears. 59-28. Lucas down to Sand. Little pass out to Erickson. She'll pass back out with 13. Ball being worked around by Rust. Now Treader trying to find Erickson, but taken away by Bonenstengel. Lucas puts her hand in the cookie jar, almost gets away with it. Ball got to be shot up, this one, and off the knee of Kaczynski. They had one shot last second in the third, and that's how we close out the third. 59 for the Jaguars, 28 for the Warbirds on yourliveevent.com. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard will show us more as we go into the fourth. Keep it right here. More basketball from North Dakota on the way.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar, and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
As we resume play here in the fourth quarter from the Palace on the Prairie. A nice turnaround shot. Kaczynski finally putting some more points in. She's only got 6 tonight. Ball moved ahead. Here's Slinger. We saw some substitutes come in for the Jaguars. Now we've seen our starters back out there. Crockett trying to get the ball to take it away from Emerson Johnson, but she'll get it, and the Warbirds bring the ball down the floor. Long three-point shot taken by the short Froelich. No good. Rebound comes defensively. Here's a long two-point shot by Hallie Crockett. Offensive rebound. Slinger puts it back up just shy of the free throw line in that elbow area. 6 points for her on the evening. 61-30, 7:05 to play. Long three-point shot. Missed by Johnson. Crockett gets the rebound. She's going to drive, triple team, trying to split that defense. Goes off of the back of one of the Warbirds and out of bounds. So the Jaguars will work with it under their own basket. Ball comes into Lucas, round the rim, and finally falls in. Emma Lucas with her first field goal of the evening. Regular field goal. She does have a three-pointer. Nice push in there by Kaczynski. Making it 63-32. 8 points for Kaczynski tonight. Crockett gets it from Lucas, trying to drive in. Pass to Hayden Crockett. She'll back out. Looking for Hallie Crockett. Ooh, round the rim, no good. She'll get her own rebound, goes up. No foul. Kaczynski with the rebound. She'll bring the ball on down and continue the drive. Bonenstengel fakes the drive, steps back into the elbow. On the miss. Driving in now is Lucas. Now a rebound by Jensen. That's Josie Jensen. Gets fouled going on the putback, and we'll see some free throws for the sophomore. 63-32. Jensen puts in first free throw of 2. A little bit of a change here for both teams. Try to get those names as we go along. Second one for Jensen. Up, no good. Rebound falls to Kaczynski. She'll hold things up, let everybody from the Jaguars go back. Johnson, long three-pointer, banks it in. Emerson Johnson with her third 3 on the night. She is 3 for 4, according to what I've got put down. 5 minutes to play in the game. 64-35. Warbirds have some catching up to do. Jensen tried to find Erickson underneath, but Bonenstingle stole it. Now we go ahead to Johnson, trying to find Kaczynski. Goes up and will get fouled by the tall 6'2 sophomore known as Josie Jensen. Okay. So mark that there. That's her second foul for her. Kaczynski with the first free throw attempt. Good. She'll go again and put it in. So she's 100% for her team, making it 37-64, just under 4.5 to play. Treader gets the ball. Nice drive. Goes in. Ooh, just not enough off the glass. Ooh, offensive foul, or offensive rebound, I should say. Sand had control of it, and then she stepped on the baseline. So turnover after that, and we're going to see a real line change in basketball. Buckles, Kara Johnson back in there. We're seeing a few new players here, including number 1, McKinley Haberman, a 5'1 freshman and guard. She wears the number 1. Number 24 is Maria Jurdy. She's a 5'10 freshman. We'll get back to those as Trederson finds Sand underneath. Great job by Sand. Timeout being called by Coach Bonenstingle as she wants to get another substitute in. That is Ava Meyer. She wears the number 23, and she stands at 4'10". She's a freshman. Inbounding the ball is number 12 on the roster, but I don't have her on my roster. Trying to get the ball past the Jaguars. Meyer comes up with it. Here's a shot by Buckles, a little bit flat as this one goes out of bounds off of Treader. And so to inbound the ball will be Haberman. She calls out the play. Gets it into mystery number 12. Apologize there. Elbow shot for her. Up and no good. Rebound falls down to Jurdy. And then taken away by the Jaguars. Lucas brings the ball down the floor. She'll pass it off to Rust, that was. Sand now on top. Trying to drive in, goes up, and she'll get to shoot 2. Kind of a desperation shot, and Buckles is kicking herself on that one. Shouldn't have hit her. You shouldn't hit her anyway. 66-37. First one made. Second one also good. 68-37. 2:10 to go. Buckles brings the ball down the floor. She'll drive to that far side, get to the baseline, get stopped, and double team. Tries to kick it out. This one gathered up by Haberman. Now to 12. She tries to drive, loses the ball. This one goes out of bounds. Ooh. That was very close for Buckles, who was trying to save it and almost put her face into the doorframe. Play is stopped. A substitute was wanting to come in. That was Froelich. But she checked in too late. She was trying to come in, so that's why we had to go back. Erickson trying to find Sand underneath. Overshoots her. Now we'll see Froelich come in. She'll step on Hoberman, hobbling a little bit. Walking gingerly, I should say. Ball brought down by Buckles. She'll drive to the baseline, bounce it off her foot, and out of bounds. Under a minute to play in the game. As I say, it went off of her foot. It was actually her opponent's foot. So, the Warbirds will get to inbound the ball. Buckles will be in charge of that. Slaps the ball. Gets it into the corner. To Froelich. Now to Jurdy. Back to Froelich on the wing. Almost didn't get that ball being fought for. Here's a shot off the top of the backboard. No good. 12 gets her own rebound again. Puts it up. No good. Rebound falls down defensively to Rust. 30 seconds to play. She drives. Now she'll pull back. Shot clock not a factor. So they could hold on to this. Technically, if they wanted. There's some other factors that come into it. Erickson goes up. Buckles comes down on her hard from behind. That'll be Buckles' second foul of the night. And 2 shots. As this one rattles off for Erickson, no good. Here comes the second shot, 6.5 to play in the game. That one will be good. Another 50% shooter for the night. 2-1. Buckles tries to go up with it. Erickson comes down with a little bit of a block. And that is how this one closes. 69 for the Jaguars, 37 for the Warbirds on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as they will slap hands. And we will come back in just a little bit with some game-ending statistics, talk a little bit about where these two teams are going from here, and close things down for the night. 8:33, not too bad, Matthew. Not too bad. Glad that we could push those coaches to keep this game rolling tonight. But appreciate your help as well, and yeah, we'll be right back with some statistics on yourliveevent.com. Jaguars beat the Warbirds 69-37.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringstead.
And I'm Jacob Kringstead.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bach, and glad to have had the play-by-play for you on tonight's opener, the season opener for Region 1 North Dakota girls basketball. From the Palace on the Prairie, Northern Cass hosting Wyndmere Lidgerwood, Jaguars, Warbirds, and the Jaguars come out on top, 69-37. As we take a look at scoring by quarters, we saw the first quarter end 23-10. The Jaguars had control all the way. Going into the half, it was 39-19. And then it was 59-28 after 3, and then again 69-37. Let me get that put out there. Again, last we heard, Lisbon was beating Maple River. It was 33-16. That was at halftime, so that might have been a little while ago. Let's take a look here at the statistics for our game here from Northern Cass, and mostly keeping track of points. I thought I'd be able to keep track of lots of stuff, and it didn't quite work out. A couple of assists and blocks as well that I was able to keep track of. 2 blocks tonight for the Jaguars. There was one in the third by Emma Lucas. We also saw one there at the end of this game from that was Noelle Erickson, getting her hands on the ball as her opponent was trying to go up for the shot. As for the assists, not for sure how many assists, but Hayden Crockett, she was the point guard tonight. She was able to weave that ball in and find Hallie Crockett. She was able to find a couple of other players, including, I believe Emma Lucas was on one of those. Allie Slinger had a couple of those. So good job by Hayden Crockett to being able to get those assists. There was a couple of assists there by Richmond as well, who started off on the side of being the guard for tonight. On the points category, your leader tonight was Hallie Crockett. She had 19. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 made field goals, along with the 1 of 2 free throws. That's followed by Hayden Crockett. She had 3 field goals and 2 free throws. She was 100% from the line, by the way. Then it goes to Allie Slinger. She had 7 on the night, 5 for Emma Lucas, 4 for Ellie Lucas. I also forgot to jump over here and look because I was incorrect in saying that Hayden Crockett was the next one. It was actually Elise Sand who had 11 points on the evening. She had 3 from the field, made 3 from the field, and then she had 3 for 5 on the free throws. 7 points for Treader tonight, 1 3-pointer and 2 regular field goals. Let's see, 2 for Richmond, 2 for Zwig, 3 for Jensen. We also saw Noelle Erickson get 3 points. She was 1 for 2 on the free throw line and had 1 attempt, and it was good on the floor. So good for her. And the Jaguars taking care of business tonight. As for the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood, we saw 13 points from Emerson Johnson, the freshman. She was 3 for 6 on her 3-pointers. She had a couple of field goals for 13 points tonight, 10 for Kaczynski. She struggled on the floor, but finally got things to roll for her. And no 3-point attempts for her, as she is the 5'10 junior, but a couple of free throws to put in there. 7 points for Bonenstingle, along with 3 points for Kiara Johnson. Then we saw 2 for Steinhaus, 2 for Froelich. And a couple of substitutes come in. They couldn't quite get the ball off, but a good job once again by the Jaguars, who were really fighting hard and started the thing off fast. They wanted things to go quickly, and that's what they did. They set the pace for this one, that's for sure. So, again, a 69-37 win for the Jaguars over the Warbirds. We're going to take another break. I'm going to see if I can get Coach D.C. Lucas up here and do a little post-game talk with him. and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned on yourliveevent.com. We'll wrap up our post-game show. We're also going to name our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game after our break as well. So stick around, more to come.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pole, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Jaguars take out the Warbirds 69-37 in the home opener for Northern Cass. And I've got DC Lucas, head coach for the Jaguars, with me to talk a little bit. Wow, I can't believe I'm already winded just from a little bit of a trot here. To catch my breath, but let you talk about, hey, good start to the season to get a win over a team that is tough.
Yeah, the Warbirds are a tough team. They took us to the brink last year. I was impressed with the way we came out. Obviously, we were sloppy on the offensive side, but I was really happy with the way we pressed them. The way we kept our composure. So we still got some things we need to work on here, but I was really happy with our effort today. Offense is a little bit bogged down, but, Warbirds fought, and I'll give them a ton of credit, but I was just really happy with our depth and the way our team played tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to talking about some of your players, and you really set the pace. I mean, you put that press on, a little bit of a bobble there at the beginning to start the game off on the tip-off, but you were able to take the ball down, put it in, and that really sets the pace of, hey, we're going to go.
Yeah, we're a much better team when we can get out and run. So we have to press. If we don't press, we just can't get up and go. So I was really happy with the way we started the game. Again, we got to work on the offensive side. That will take some time, only having about 5 or 6 practices. So we'll need to get back in the gym and kind of work on some things. Unfortunately, we only have a day before Tri-State, so I'll have to work pretty fast, but then we'll get some time here to hopefully work on those pieces.
According to my statistics, Hallie Crockett had 19 points on the night, so got to be impressed with her. Again, she's a junior, and then you also got to be impressed with Hayden Crockett. She did a really nice job, I thought, handling the ball, kind of threading the needle and getting some good assists tonight.
Yeah, she does a great job. She's our little floor general. She really runs the pace. We challenge her a lot of times, and she's got to make sure that the pieces are in the right spot. But, yeah, Hallie Crockett, she was great underneath. She was really playing strong, so I was really impressed how she played. Elise Sand came on strong. I think she ended up with 9 points. So I was really happy with our post play. Number 55, Gracie, for the Warbirds. We tried to zero in on her. She's a tough ball player. One of the things the Warbirds did a really good job on was the threes. They popped a couple threes on us. So I give them a ton of credit for moving the ball. But, yeah, I was really happy with our post play. I thought the guards really stepped up tonight, too.
A couple more questions for you. One being, I was thinking about looking at the stats and looking at fouls. I mean, it got aggressive there. I don't know if the officials kind of held their whistles or not, but it got aggressive, and the girls played through it, and they seemed to do well through that.
Yeah, we got lucky on a few calls right out of the gate because we do like to play aggressive, so we'll have to clean that up. We have a lot of cleaning up to do on those pieces, but, yeah, the first half they definitely let us play a little bit more free. Second half, they got a little bit tighter, which I totally understand. But we'll have some things to clean up, but overall I was pretty impressed.
Like you said, you play the Tri-State Tigers in just a few days. What are your expectations there? What are you thinking?
They were tough. We went down there last year as well, and they were tough. They came out pretty quick in that first quarter. So I think we'll do the same thing, just come out quick on them. I know they have a couple big post players that we'll have to deal with, and they have some pretty good guard play. So they're always going to be a challenge. I know we play them in Fairmont. That's a tough gym to go down to. So we have to make sure, like I said, we're going to go into the gym tomorrow, get some things work on, and then go down there and hopefully get a win.
DC Lucas. He's the head coach for the Jaguars from Northern Cass. Thanks so much for your time, and congratulations on the home opener win.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
And I'm glad that Coach is here to listen a little bit to our what's coming up here on our RDK Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. As I'm going to give that one to, I got to give that to Hayden Crockett. She was just able to, like I said, thread the needle, get some assists, and did a great job. And so great job for the freshman. And thanks again to Coach for his comments and his thoughts on how things went tonight. And again, the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, I'm giving it to Hayden Crockett. She had 10 points, so that's not the most, but she handled the ball really well and was able to find her open opponents. And like Coach said, the post players did a really nice job as well. RDK Enterprises, give them a call, 701-636-2119. They were ready to take your meters and planters, get that stuff tuned up here in the wintertime so you can hit the field in the spring without any worries. 701-636-2119. Also, you can go to planterdoc.com. Thanks so much to RDK Enterprises for the Precision Player of the Game. Thanks once again to Irie Insurance for the pregame show sponsorship as well, and Dakota Heritage Bank giving us our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll run through that one more time. In the first quarter, it was the Jaguars, I should say, the entire game, 23-10 after one. After 2 quarters of play, 39-19, a big 20-point lead. Then after 3 quarters of play, 59-28, and after 4, it was 69-37. Jaguars handle the Warbirds in the home opener and season opener, Region 1 of North Dakota girls basketball. As I mentioned, we just talked with Coach. They'll have one against Tri-State on the 2nd of December. Then they're at Thompson the 13th. We're back at Northern Cass against Kindred on the 14th. As for the Warbirds, they are at home on the 2nd against Hankinson, the Pirates. Then on the 7th, they are away at Barnes County. And then, that's a tournament, I see. Okay, so they're away at a tournament on the 7th through the 11th. And then they're at Central Cass on the 14th. And then they're home against Wilmot High School, South Dakota, on December 16th. So there's a look, if you're a Warbirds fan, for what's coming up in the near future. And once again, a couple of away games, and then back home on the 14th against Kindred here for all the Northern Cass folks. Well, we're cleaning things up here at the Palace on the Prairie, and I am glad to have brought you some great basketball action. The Jaguars win this one over the Warbirds from Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 69-37. Thanks so much to everybody for helping out. Mark Forseth helping out and getting things rolling, along with Brandon back at the Halstead Telephone Company helping us out as well. Thanks to all the R&J Broadcasting Incorporated crew as well for helping me out. And that is how we'll wrap things up. I'm Leif Bakken, as we have finished our first night of basketball from Northern Cass. The Jaguars over the Warbirds, 69-37. I'm Leif Bakken, and until next time, we'll see you down the road.